let's get into A Haunting in Venice. What were your thoughts?
Haunting in Venice is the third installment of the shoot something Perot.
Yeah, Murder on the Orient Express,
Yeah, Murder in the Orient Express,
the
the
Hercule Poirot series.
Death on the Nile we've seen. And I'm a sucker for a good murder mystery. I love them. It's always keeps you guessing. And what Kenneth Branagh has been able to do with these movies, as much as I didn't like the earlier ones, like super much, like I feel like I figured those ones out pretty early on. This one, I think I loved this one so much because they decided to go a different direction with this one. They decided to take the horror element and try to add that to the murder mystery genre. And I think for the most part, they pulled it off.
Yeah,
There wasn't a lot of there weren't a lot of jump scares, like people trying to scare you or ghosts trying to scare you. They did something very clever in this, in that every time there was a jump scare, it seemed to coincide with a transition to the next scene.
yeah,
And so, every time you're like, "Ah, oh, and then we're on the next scene. So you have to quickly just get out of it and get right back into kind of
yeah.
what's going on in the story. And then the Perot, Kenneth Branagh's character, doesn't believe in this sort of thing, and he just wants to debunk it, but he's starting to like go through all of these experiences where he's starting to really kind of question whether something is really happening or not. And then the mystery just sort of continues to unfold. I thought it was really well done. I enjoyed myself. I saw this last night
Yeah.
late, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I thought that this was the best of the three Branagh movies for
Yeah,
this series.
yeah, I actually will agree with you on that. Um, it's definitely better than Death of the Nile. And then this one is, yeah, I kind of like it better than Murder in the Orient Express, only because I think what this film has, which the other films don't, is a true character arc and development for Hercule Poirot. You know what I mean? He has, in this one, he's kind of coming out of retirement. And so, he's really,
Begrudgingly.
yeah, begrudgingly. And so obviously this case kind of pulls him in. And then like you're also saying too, you're dealing with just his belief system and that being questioned. And again, that's just adds for a stronger storyline. Kind of like how, this last Indiana Jones one, you were dealing with other elements of Indiana Jones that we really haven't seen before because it there was just the years obviously have taken place, and so you deal with different things in different parts of your life. And so again, I think really good screenwriting. This one was written by Michael Green, who wrote the other two films, Murder in the Express, Death of a Nile. He also wrote Logan, which we both really like. Jungle Cruise, which I thought was solid. Call of the Wild. So this guy's definitely one of the better writers out there.
And
And
my previous comment about not liking the other two as much as this one, I mean, it's not to say that the other two weren't really well written. I mean, they're really good mysteries. I think I don't know. I was just able to kind of figure it out. This one, when you get to the very end, I didn't even realize what time, and that was the beauty of this movie. It was like all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I figured it out, and then I realized there's like literally 10 minutes left in the movie, so I didn't really figure out this movie. And that's why I kind of hold it a little bit so high.
you
Uh,
figured it out when they told you who it
I,
was.
I figured it out basically right before they said, "Oh, here's the big reveal." So yay me. Um, However, I will say that Tina Fey did an amazing job, because we all know Tina Fey, and we all know what she does with acting and with writing. I think this was a little bit of a different character for her, and I think she pulled it off really well.
Yeah.
She wasn't intrusive. She wasn't trying to steal scenes. Like, she was a part of each scene in this story, and I thought she did it brilliantly. And the standout is Michelle Yeoh of Paws and Fury fame. Um, the seance scene alone is something to aspire to as an actress if you wanted to be something that is just really good. That scene was just intense, and what she showed you emotionally is a little bit akin to what she did on Everything Everywhere. I mean, just a lot of different emotions within like a split amount of time. Brilliant.
Yeah,
She's
sure.
so good.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So yeah, go definitely go see this, guys. If you have not seen the other ones, the good news is I don't think you need to see the other two in order to see this.
No, you
This
just
is,
need to know. You just need to know that Perot is unwavering in his process. Like he has a methodology to solving crimes.
but they say that in the movie though. Like
They say it in the movie, but I'm just saying that's really all you need to know.